Well, there was a trade that took place on Friday night. It included about 3-4 teams. It were 2 trades. It involved the Sacramento Kings, the Atlanta Hawks, the Boston Celtics, and the Dallas Mavericks. To make a long story less long, the most important pieces in the trade were Tristan Thompson. He'll now be in Sacramento. And in regards to Josh Richardson, he'll now be in Boston. But let's stick with the Dallas Mavericks, who let go a guy in Richardson who was a starter for most of the season in Dallas. He kind of fell backwards in that rotation for Rick Carlisle in the playoffs against the Clippers. But I want to stick with the Mavericks, right? They did something very important. Once Josh Richardson made the decision to opt into his $11.9 million player option, the Mavs were like, yo, we got to get rid of this contract. We don't want him. So they traded him to Boston. And what the Mavs were able to do was create like a $10.8 million trade exception. I don't want to get too contract specific with you guys, but just know this. The Mavs now have about 30-something odd million dollars in cap room to bring in pretty much close to a max dollar guy. And many people believe that's going to be the spot for Kyle Lowry. Lowry's looking for around 3 years, $30 million a pop. And now the Mavs have the money to do so. I'm not saying it will get done, but just know the Mavs are one of the front runners to land the services for Kyle Lowry if he opts to leave Toronto, which we are expecting to happen. It looks like the Mavs have plans on putting him next to Luka and seeing if Kyle Lowry can take some of that burden off of Doncic that he's had since he got into the league and went right to Dallas. So that's a big one that you want to kind of watch out for. You know, that trade is one of the ones where you're like, some guys that are not B-plus level guys in the league, they're not going to make too much of a difference. But sometimes it's these medium-sized trades that equal up to the big movement. And Dallas did a thing. They created some cap room for the services of a pretty much a $30 million and on up, somewhere along the lines of a max dollar free agent, which many would believe will probably be Kyle Lowry. We shall see. NBA free agency less than 24 hours away. You want to stay locked and loaded with your boy, the one and only yours truly, Hoops FERRO. Let's get to it.